Hey everybody, welcome to Good Day Farm. Thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in. Hope you had a really good day today. Hope everybody had a great week. Today is Sunday, so this is my weekly Sunday video, Sunday chat, thank you video, appreciation video. Haven't really thought of a good name for what this video is, but it's just the one video that no matter what, without fail, I do this every week. I was inspired a long time ago to do these from Buck and Billy Ray's channel. He does a Sunday thank you and welcomes new subscribers video, and when I first started my channel, I really liked that idea, that concept that he was doing. I don't know that at that time I'd ever seen any other channel do something even remotely close to that. Other channels will thank people and they'll say hi to their new subscribers or whatever, but they don't do a scheduled, without fail weekly or monthly or any type of, scheduled video for that purpose. I've seen a few others do that since then. People that watch my channel and I watch, we watch each other's channels, and I want to say they're probably inspired by him also, and I think that's really cool. So that's what this is. For anybody that's new to the channel or that hasn't watched one of these videos yet, this is just my time to show my appreciation for all of you. The big thing is I want everyone to know and understand that I really do value that you take time out of your day to sit and watch one of my videos. I know how valuable everyone's time is, and so that means a lot to me that somebody takes the time to watch a video. So that's pretty cool. And so this, like every one before this, I've been doing these. I think I started on Thanksgiving doing these. I started the channel in October, I want to say. So I started doing these right away. Right after I started the channel, I realized, that's something I want to do. So that's what we're doing. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of our community. I'd like to say hello to all the new subscribers, new friends, actually. I don't like to consider people subscribers. That sounds like, you get a magazine or a newspaper or something, you're a subscriber. Those of you that click the subscribe button, I feel like that you're part of the community now. Whether you contribute by asking questions or giving responses or commenting, or just by hitting the like button or just by watching the video, we all, everyone is a part of this community, so everyone contributes in different ways, and some are noticed more than others because of that. Some of you I can't even see that you subscribe to the channel because of how your profiles are set. So but you're here, and that's what matters. That's what matters the most, is that you're here and you watch the videos and you're enjoying that. I enjoy doing them. I enjoy making the videos, so it's cool to me. So the channel, we're doing really good here. As far as all the stuff that YouTube looks at, if you will, the analytics and that kind of thing, things are going great. The channel's still continuing to grow. Continuing to grow every week. We're not huge, small channel, obviously small. We're still a small community. So, but any growth is phenomenal to me. So, all that's because of you guys. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for doing what you're doing. I haven't been able to upload a lot of content, unfortunately, since probably the week before Easter. So I feel really bad about that. And I know some of you last week when I made the comment, said, don't worry about it. Just keep doing what you're doing and worry about me, I guess. And while I understand that and that's true, I do want to keep people engaged and keep you, looking forward to seeing new content. So, just really busy. It's a busy time of year for me, for us here, not only here on our little hobby farm, homestead, whatever you want to call it, but also at work. It's just a busy time of year, and so it eats up my time, And this week I had some issues. Like, I got some stuff shot, and I was actually have a couple of times sat down to try and edit them and process them and get videos going, and I'm having some issues with my laptop and storage. So I'm not going to go into detail with it, but let's just, the footage is there. I'm not able to edit it yet and get it posted up. So once I do, I have a couple videos in queue. Hopefully I can get those done this week, get everything worked out, and start getting some of those posted up. So stay tuned for that. As far as things that are happening around here, we're just staying busy. We did the seed starts last week, and I don't think that was very successful. We're going to wait a few more days. We did a test run. We only did, a handful. We didn't want to do them all and then have them fail for whatever reason. So we may end up just having to do like we've done in the past and put our garden seeds in the ground in May and just go from there. Not sure. I think maybe, even though my basement technically is heated, I think maybe at night it's getting a little too cool down there. We're at the time of year where we've turned the wood heat off. And so at night, if it gets a little chilly, we just use a little electric heater in our bedroom. The house warms back up, no problem, during the day from the sun. And, we're getting into the 60s and 70s every day, but we're still hitting like 40s overnight. And so the basement, since the wood heat's not running and there's not, the hot water's not being circulated through our radiators, the basement is a little bit cooler than it would be, say, in the middle of winter. So I'm afraid that may be delaying the seed starts. I'm not sure. So anyhow, when it's all new to us, and like I said, we didn't want to, we're still experimenting and trying to learn this stuff. So, anyhow, not sure if I'm going to have an update on that or not, but I have a video of doing the soil blocker and all that kind of stuff. So, that worked well. It's just the seeds aren't germinating like they should. Still doing firewood like crazy. That pretty much never really stops for us around here. Getting better at it, more proficient at it, I should say, getting it split and handled in a timely manner. So our area here at home, the wood pile, wood lot, whatever you want to call it, is definitely saying much more organized and neater than it has in the past. And I attribute that to the fact that we actually have a hydraulic splitter now, and instead of trying to split everything by hand, we're able to keep up with it. So that's great. And actually, the saws, I've got some better saws now that run and cut, and they're dependable. So that's helped a lot too. In the past, I was having a lot of breakdowns and delays cutting wood and stuff. I did go cut some trees today. Oh, this is a quick little story I want to tell you guys. This means a lot to me. So I did a video about this before, but last year, the fall, I had answered a Craigslist ad for free firewood, and a person had a tree service come in and take out some ash trees, of all things, trying to preemptively strike the ash borer or whatever they call it, the bug here that kills them. And so they ran an ad, saying free wood if anybody wants it. So they contacted me, and the woman, I spoke to her on the phone, had said that several people obviously got back in touch. And so, to be fair, because we all kind of replied in the same day, she was going to basically, there was like 5 of us, and she felt there was enough wood that each of us could come for a day and get whatever we could get, and then the next day would be somebody else. And I was the first one to come, and I said, that's fine, it's your wood, I have no problem with that, I appreciate anything I can get. So I went out there and cut up just enough to fill my pickup. I didn't want to cut a bunch of wood up for somebody else, and they had a lot of these trees that were at the stump. Some of them were pushing 20 inches probably. Average tree was probably around 12 or 14 inches across. Good sized logs. The tree service had removed all the brush and bucked them up into like 8 to 10 foot log lengths. Very, very easy. They kind of left them where they laid, but they were still easy to get to. It was in the backyard, easy to buck up, all that kind of stuff. The only hassle with the whole thing was you couldn't get your pickup to it, so it was a pretty good little jaunt to carry the wood out. I have one of those really nice big Rubbermaid garden carts with the big like bicycle tires on it, so I can put a lot of wood in there and haul it out. There was a little bit of an uphill to get out of their backyard to the back to where my pickup was parked. Anyhow, long story short, by the time I got home, she had called me and said, if I wanted to come the next day, that would be fine also. That she's having trouble getting back with some of the other people or something. So I said, okay, I'll be there, again tomorrow. And I think Cindy went with me that day. And so we, again, did the same thing, in and out in maybe 2 hours tops. And anytime I go to someone's house and do this kind of stuff, I treat it like a job. And, so try and be as professional as I can. I show up prepared. I've got my gas cans full. My saws are sharp and ready to go. I got backup chains, so I'm not wasting time sharpening them there at their house. If an issue comes up, I bring two saws, so if one breaks down or I have an issue, I can just grab my other one and go. And I just treat it like it's a job, even though it's not. I'm not being paid. Well, that paid off. So on that particular ad, after the second day, she just called and said, you know what, you guys are doing a really good job. You're not in our way. You're not making a mess. You're not tearing my yard up, anything like that. If you want all this wood, you can have it. Ended up being about 10 pickup loads of ash, which is a pretty good score, I would say, for free. And close to the house. It was 15, 20 minutes away. Yeah, about 20 minutes away. So not a big deal. And so I was happy to have it. Well, she called me this week and said that they had a storm. We've been getting some windy weather and little thunderstorms overnight. Anyhow, I lost a pretty good sized cherry tree, a black cherry tree, and wanted to know if I would be interested in coming and cutting it up. And this was during the week, so I told her, I said, well, sure, if you can wait till the weekend, because, I don't have time before work. She said, yeah, that'd be fine. So I go over and about 2 hours to bucket it up. So, it had fallen. It still had some limbs on it and stuff, so I cleaned it all up. And I asked, the husband, where you'd like me to stack the brush from it. And we picked the spot, and so I cleaned everything up and basically, again, treated it very professionally and did the best job that I could. And so he starts pointing out some other trees, and they're not asking me to cut the trees down, which is fine. I probably wouldn't, because they're wooded lots in a community, so they're all like 2-acre parcels. But there's chain link fences, there's houses, there's structures, there's neighbors. And so I wouldn't want to risk damaging anything. And then it's a pretty thick, just wild forest land, if you want to call it that, where behind their house where these trees are. And it would be tricky to just, cut them and have them fall. They get hung up in other trees. So, they have a service come in that I don't know if they're climbing or, rigging with ropes or whatever, but they're doing whatever they can to get these things down. So he said the service is going to be there this coming weekend and remove at least 3 more trees. They do have a couple real big leaners that, are probably going to fall eventually. And so, again, would you like to have the trees? I said, yeah. So I think, basically I will be their go-to guy when it comes to cleaning up firewood now off their property. I really wish that I was a tree guy, that had was a service, because I think they would be a customer for life. So anyhow, the point of my story is, whether it's a free job or paying job, I've had small businesses before, and I've always treated everything the same way. I try to give the best customer service I can to people, and I, this has paid off. I think, some people may not get it or appreciate it. It's free firewood, whatever. But I have seen the way people act and respond to some of these ads, and, I've got to put the work in. Sure, it's free. They're having someone come clean this up for them, saving them money, whatever. I need the wood to keep my house warm, and if I didn't utilize, getting free wood from people, I would have to buy it. So it's a trade-off to me. Plus, I enjoy it. I enjoy cutting up the wood and bringing it home and splitting it and stacking it. It's something I enjoy doing. So I don't mind. I'm not in it for the money. I'm not trying to make a buck off of it. This is for me, my personal use. And it's the same kind of deal that I do with some of my neighbors here. And it's really, it's all free. I'm not making money off of it, but the service, you can tell, is there because the neighbors and, this person on Craigslist, there was another guy a while back on Craigslist that called me back to come and clean up more trees. That means a lot to me. It proves that, I must have did good work or something that they, I was dependable, whatever, even though it's a free thing that they called me. So anyhow, I like that. I just wanted to share that with you guys. It means a lot to me to have somebody, basically a stranger, appreciate something that I did for them to the point of calling me back to do it again. So I just wanted to share it with you guys. I thought it was pretty cool. Another cool thing this week, finally, back here on my bench, you can see I got me a pair of chaps. I've been playing with chainsaws most of my adult life, and off and on, over the years, and never have had chaps. And a few people have commented on some of my videos that I should probably get a pair, and I've never honestly thought about it. I've never even had what I would consider a close call. I've just, I guess I've been lucky. I use a lot of common sense, and I feel like I'm pretty good with the chainsaw, but I'm nowhere. Obviously, I'm not the best. I'm not great. I'm good. I know how to run one without hurting me or others around me. I did start recently though wearing, and I say recently, like in the last few years, wearing like safety glasses or some type of eye protection. I really like the Bugs goggles, mesh goggles. I wear those 99% of the time. And then hearing protection. And that's just because I guess I'm just, getting smarter as I'm getting older. I have bad hearing. I have hearing loss. Probably in a few years I'll have to start wearing hearing aids or something. I'll have to, definitely see an ear doctor to find out. But I know that, I'm losing my hearing. I've been tested, and each year I have been tested, and each year it's showing that I'm losing hearing. So anyhow, so I'm trying to do things to stop that. And so I thought, you know what? I am getting older. I'm clumsy, and I have issues sometimes just around the house here, tripping and falling. And I thought, you know what? I should probably get a pair of chaps. So I got those. I didn't see any issues wearing them. I've heard people complain and say they're cumbersome or hot or this or that. Maybe because I work in a foundry and I'm used to being hot all day. I don't know. I didn't mind. I didn't notice them. They did feel heavy, kind of like the lead coat, blanket they put on you to get an X-ray done. But within a few minutes, I didn't even notice it. And they're the full wraps, so they're from the knee down. It's full protection, and I didn't notice. I'm in the brush cutting this tree up, and I didn't notice anything trying to poke in there or get caught or tangled up. So I really like them. I think I'll have no problem wearing them all the time. So that's something, made an improvement there. I do plan on getting, I think I'm going to get a helmet system. The more I am dealing with, I don't fall a lot of trees. I try not to, just because I love trees and I hate to cut them down unless there's a reason to, so I don't want to cut them down just for firewood. But I do dead trees. Standing dead, and then a lot of obviously already down stuff. And so I really think I need some sort of head protection, especially when dealing with these standing deads. You never know what's going to pop out of the top of them. And so that's the next thing on my list. So if you guys have any recommendations for a good forestry type helmet, hard hat, I don't know if I want the one with a face shield and earmuffs built in, or if I just need a helmet. So you guys tell me, what do you use or know of, if any of you use them, and offer up some suggestions. I'd appreciate it. Other than that, our little baby chicks are doing great. I think next weekend I'm going to go ahead and build a bigger brood box for them and give them a little more room in there, because they're going to be in there for a few more weeks for sure. So give them that room. But that's going well. And the property's just being the property. It's spring, so Cindy spent the day planting some wildflowers and tending to some of the flower beds. We struggle with keeping those looking great because of the chickens. They love to scratch and dig at them, so just a trade-off. We don't mind, but it makes it hard to keep them looking really nice. Weeds are coming in, of course. Definitely spring is here. The greenery is growing, and so we always battle weeds. We get patches of stinging nettles, so we try and dig those out when we find them. And we're noticing progress. And I'll say I should say Cindy. She's the one that does 99.9% of that type of stuff. And definitely I've noticed some progress in the two, now we're coming into our third spring here. And I'm seeing less of an invasion in the spots that were just totally overgrown. So persistence is paying off. Other than that, I'm running a little long here, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I'm tired, but it's a good tired. We worked outside all weekend, between cutting wood, splitting wood, stacking wood. Cindy working in the yard, cleaning out the chicken coop, cleaning out the goat stalls, just doing stuff that we do. But it was nice. It was good weather, felt good. And I like this kind of tired, it just means I put in an honest day's work, not the, the whatever. Good, honest work outside. And I enjoy that. So had a good weekend, had a good week, and back to work tomorrow, overtime all week again. So it's going to wear me out. But we'll get it done. We'll get through it. The overtime is probably going to end here within a couple of weeks. So that'll free me up to do the videos and stuff again a little more. So bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. I truly do appreciate it. Welcome to all the new friends to our community. Thanks for being a part of it. Thanks for being here. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you see this video. If you do, introduce yourself, say hi, whatever. If you have any questions or anything about what we do or what we do around here, feel free to ask. With that, good night. And everybody have a great week coming up. And we'll see you on the next video. And remember, it's always a good day on the farm. Bye now.